Hey kiddo, how are ya? Hope you're having a good day today. It is a beautiful spring day. It is the end of April and the sun is shining. The fruit trees are full of blossoms. The birds are happy. Mom and I is good. Mom just finished her workout program and she's stoked. You got your buddy over, your best buddy, and today I wanted to talk to you about the importance of those close relationships. In my life, man oh man, when I was your age and growing up, from your age to like a teenager, young adult, I was absolutely blessed to have amazing, good friends. We had a core group of 4 or 5 of us, 6 of us, and we really cared for each other. We got into a lot of trouble, albeit, but we also had each other's back. And there was something in that intimacy and being known by them that really allowed for me to be shaped. I remember reflecting one time when we were hanging out that really my identity was deeply found in the group that I hung out with, the friends that I called my besties, the ones that knew me and I knew them and we shared life together. So it's crucial that you keep those relationships. Now there's different ways of tending to them and that's going to be a go by feel thing for you, but there's a few core principles or ideas that if you track as you're growing up and as you're moving through life, it can help a lot to keep those ones that are close to you, keep those relationships strong. And sometimes people separate for a variety of reasons. Space, sometimes that someone moves away. Sometimes you have a falling out and a disagreement and all that stuff. But there's ways to just like stack the deck in your favor so that those intimate relationships, those friendships and those familial tight-knit friends stay with you and you with them. So one of those ways that really can strengthen the ability to maintain those friendships and thereby be blessed by them through time is an understanding of what we get out of them. Now, it sounds really self-centered, and I suppose if you just want to stop there, you could see it as self-centered, but it's interpenetrated across your family, your community, your broader community, your region, your province, your country, and the whole planet. And that's we as people need other people inside of our shield wall. We need, like if there was an outer wall of our castle of ourselves where there was people in it, and then there's an inner wall, an inner keep, those best friends of ours, they're inside. So if there was a problem, we would withdraw into the keep, into our inner sanctum, and they would come with us. And we need them. We need them for reflecting back to us when we've crossed a line, when we've lost our way, when we've changed direction and it doesn't benefit to us, because we can be totally blind to those things sometimes. We can absolutely not only lose our way, but we can lose the ability to discern that we've lost our way. Actually, more often than not, we lose our way because we weren't checking in and we've lost the ability to check in, the rhythm of checking in, the things that you're measuring when you check in, all that stuff. For example, imagine you were in a friendship with someone, but you only measured the value of that friendship based in money, the money you made together. So it starts as a business friendship, but as soon as you start losing money in your venture together, now the friendship is measured as it's not working because it's not money. So that's the wrong thing to measure, obviously, but there's lots of wrong things to measure. Keeping those people close to you, like your best friend you've got here, and like the core group of you guys, is so crucial because you're going to lose your way. And having them around you, people that know you and love you, especially people you trust, and that's what mom and dad's job is to try to help curate to some degree those people that have the capacity to speak over you and hopefully be able to facilitate an environment full of people, so a micro community around you. I'm not trying to control you or manipulate you, but we're trying to facilitate a group of humans around you that see you as beautiful, as having potential, as human that makes mistakes, but forgivable and lovable. And so your crew of you and your gang right now is that, and so are the adults around you. And there's a variety mix, and I'm really grateful to see that. But this comes back to things that I've learned. I had an incredible group of friends, and then as I moved through different phases of my life, I moved through different groups of friends. Now, I didn't unfriend those people that were my close friends in the past. I still think about them honestly all the time, and you encourage me to always reach out to them. And that's part of I'm putting that in my mission these days, is to reach out once a week to somebody. And I haven't done it this week, but I will. I don't know what I'm resisting. But there's something in us that pushes back against intimacy. And then when you get married or find a girlfriend, everything changes again, because they become that person. You guys are the ones inside the inner walls and the inner walls. And she will become your greatest strength and your greatest ally, your greatest supporter, your greatest challenge. Mom has been my greatest challenge, but she's been my greatest blessing far beyond it. And she's helped me become way better of a man, better father, better husband, better community member. So this note is about encouraging you, even when it's hard, to find ways to connect and keep those core friendships strong. And then keep your eyes, ears, and arms open, because there might be new people that come into the outer fringes of your life that may one day end up on the inner circle. There's no limit to the amount of people you can have in your inner circle, although sometimes too many is too many. But more often than not, it's that someone who wasn't trustworthy enough, or rather doesn't have your well-being at heart, you let them in. Now that can happen, and it can feel like betrayal. But this is where forgiveness can mend your heart in that. You might not find reconciliation with that person and be able to rebuild, nor you might not be able to trust them to the capacity or that you did, or nor let them into the intimate levels that you previously did. But through forgiveness, through release, you yourself can find liberty and freedom from those big, dark, heavy clouds of betrayal. Now I'm not saying that's going to happen, but to some extent, we all will taste the taste of betrayal of someone who was in the inner circle who did something that really seemed to contradict our well-being. Now it's probably a conflict of interest. They had their interests, you have yours, and a lot of it is going to be perceived interests. So you think they did it for this reason, and they think you, and blah, 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 blah. And that's where one of the pieces of, here, let me zip hack here. So the ultimate note is to encourage you to maintain your intimate friendships, because number one, they shape you by showing you when you're off track and supporting you and rewarding you when you're on track. And number two, they help you to become who you're meant to be. Like, there's I believe that we are like acorns. So there's a beautiful potential inside of us. There's an engineered beauty that we can unfurl and grow into. And one of the mechanisms of us becoming that full oak tree is embracing and trusting those around us. So it's crucial for you to become all you can be, that you have a community around us. Humans were never meant to be individual creatures. I'm sure of that. We're a social animal, a social being. We're meant for community. We're meant for interwovenness, interdependence. We're meant to be together, and so we're better together. That doesn't mean it's easy, but it means that it's the right thing to do. So for you to be all you can be, you need that intimate group of people, and you need challenges. Your inner group needs to be challenged from the outside, and you grow resilience on your own and together, and those threads that connect you and your little woven thing, just like you, me, and Mom, and our family is an intimate community of relationship. That those threads, actually, the thread between you and Mom strengthens me because I'm woven in with you guys, and the same thing with your tight little group. So those two things alone, and there's millions more, but for this note, I think I'll just sit with that. Just because you've been hanging out with your buddies, last night you slept out in the tent in the front yard, giggle fest till midnight, and Your mother and I love nothing more than seeing you enjoying yourself with your buddies in such a wholesome and beautiful way. So I just want to encourage you to keep pushing into that even when it's hard, because the fruit is fantastic and it'll help you become everything that you're meant to be. So maybe can I leave you with a question in regard to this note? How about ask yourself, how can you speak truth to a friend in a way that they need to hear, but more importantly, how can you encourage them? Because just as I'm encouraging you to let people into your heart, you need to be the one in other people's lives too, and that way you enrich in each other. Okay, Tiger, I love you to the moon and back, man. I hope you enjoy these notes. This little corner of the digital world is for you, and if you're not my son and you're still here, I hope you found value in it too, because really, every boy needs at least one man, if not many, to speak life over them. And so I just offer you the blessing that you are good enough how you are. And on this note, I would encourage you to be honest with your inner group and let people in if you don't got people in. Find people you can trust and let them in. And be a good friend. Okay. Until next time, Tiger, I love you, buddy. And I'm proud of you. And man, I hope you're having a good day today. Okay, love ya.